Greetings to all. I am Moon KoKo Hehewuti L, white Autochthon Indigenous female of Choctaw descent. This is my statutory declaration of Indigenous heritage video. On November the 26th, 2024, I sent my statutory declaration of Indigenous heritage documents to the Honorable Roy Cooper, Governor of North Carolina. He received those documents on December the 2nd, 2024. This is my confirmation letter proof that he received it. This is my way bill and receipt that I paid. And this is the packet that the Honorable Roy Cooper received. I, Natasha Monique Anderson, now known as Moon KoKo Hehewuti L, do solemnly declare, in accord with the 1931 Statute of Westminster, 1778 Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union, Art. 21, 1812 Treaty of Ghent, 1794 J Treaty, 1836 Treaty of Marrakesh, Morocco, all recognized and valid treaties. Constitution for the United States of America. The 1948 Charter of the United Nations, Pope's Apology to Indigenous Peoples, United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, UNDRIPT, the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, and the UN International Decade for People of African Descent. That upon discovering that the certificate of live birth, August the 25th, 1978, in the state of Mississippi, Mississippi Republic, was a contract between my mother and the state of Mississippi, who did not tell her she was selling me, a flesh and blood child, to the state of Mississippi as their chattel property slave, which is a violation of human rights. I hereby void the contract ab initio for fraud. I am an Autochthon, flesh and blood female of Choctaw descent, in accord with the United Nations Declaration on Rights of Indigenous Peoples and HJR 194. United States Senate Apology to African Americans for Slavery, U.S. Apology to the Native Americans, and Regina versus Ja. I declare that the name Natasha Monique Anderson on the certificate of live birth is a corporation, and Moon KoKo Hehewuti L is an Autochthon flesh and blood female of Choctaw descent. I am not a corporation, artificial person, natural person, fictitious entity, or vessel of the United States defined under Title 18 U.S.C. Section 9. And I give notice internationally, domestically, universally via this declaration that I deny corporate existence. Under reservation of all my rights unalienable and otherwise, I am an Autochthon indigenous of this planet. And I make this solemn declaration conscientiously, believing it to be true, that it is the same force and effect as if made under oath. There were documents that resonated with me while doing this process, and it was mostly all of the apology documents to the indigenous misnomer black African American peoples. From the Pope in 2015 apologizing for grave sins of colonialism, from the American Psychological Association, APA, in 2021 apologizing for their role in promoting, perpetrating, and failing to challenge racism, racial discrimination, and human hierarchy in the U.S. And the most recent from President Joe Biden in 2024 apologizing for Indian boarding schools torture. This shows me that my indigenous status ranks higher than the actual race or ethnicity that was put on my birth certificate. and I have indigenous rights, which were stripped upon my mother unknowingly contracting with the state of Mississippi, which made me chattel property and slave of the state. I give much gratitude and appreciation to Chief Nanya Shabu-El, registered copyright trademark, Magister in Right of the United Kingdom and Commonwealth and the planet called Earth of Asakata Nation of the Yamasee Moors, for giving me the remedy toward my proper standing as an indigenous deity. All documents will be linked below, as well as Chief Nanya Shabu-El's information. If you are true and are ready for remedy to free yourself from the matrix slave plantation, please reach out to him at any time, anywhere. He will answer you back. Hotep and Khashak Gadur, Khashak Gadur, Khashak Gadur. White power, white power, white power.